To whom are you giving the opportunity? What do you think about this look for Grambling, Hugh Jackson for the program and in terms of the Art Briles hiring as OC?
Max, I could go many different ways with this, but I'll start off simply by saying I'm very disappointed in Hugh Jackson. I really am disappointed in Hugh. Been knowing Hugh for as long as I can remember, as a kid and the whole deal. Really disappointed in Hugh Jackson. When I was asked yesterday on our production call about this hire, and our producer Evan didn't know which way to go because it's a weird, touchy kind of thing. Him being a white man asking a black person about a white hire at a historical black college is very strange for him, and I can feel it in his voice. So I had to help him get to a place of where I'm going. If you got a coach out there that has the ability to coach, do well, win games, all of those sort of things as a head coach, you most likely are going to hire that guy if he has a nice track record on the field. But Art Briles does not have a nice track record off the field. He was fired from Baylor because he refused to report sexual allegations and misconduct to students and players at Baylor. So therefore, along with the president, the athletic director himself was terminated and booted from the school. And Hugh Jackson makes a decision after being hired by Grambling, historical black college, to go out and hire this particular individual as his offensive coordinator. On top of that, we'll bring race into it. Okay? It's a black college. Doesn't mean that white coaches can't get the opportunity to go coach at black schools. Because I really don't, it doesn't matter. Coach is a coach. But when you are seeing the issues that are out there with black coaches being hired, and then you go and you hire this man and ignore other people that look like you that are looking for opportunities that could do a hell of a job that's qualified, you make a decision to do this after all the noise that you talked about Brian Flores, and you're supporting Brian Flores? I mean, it's just disappointing to me, man. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that's disappointing. I just have a platform at the top of the morning to discuss this, Max.
Well, I'm going to read you a quote from Doug Williams to ESPN's John Keim. Before I do, I just want to say there's the added element here when you bring up race. So Art Briles is incurious, I believe was the word they used in the report, about sexual allegations assault allegations made to him while he's coach, to the point where he loses his job when they do an internal investigation. Now, Hugh Jackson hires him to be his OC at an HBCU.
Yes.
There's the added element of this to me, Key. What is the hot hire right now around football? It's to take the hotshot offensive coordinator. That's the pipeline to head coaching, right? Certainly at the NFL level, but that's what's hot right now in football. And there's hard racism, you can't drink at that water fountain type racism like bigots, right? And then there's soft racism. And sometimes people aren't even aware of it. Pernicious stereotypes that lead people to think a certain way without even realizing it. For example, defense is all, you have to lead men and rah-rah type stuff. That's how people feel about it. But offense, it takes a certain kind of sophisticated understanding of nuance and analytics or whatever else, right? Who are those jobs going to? A lot of young, what I noticed in the NFL, for example, white offensive coordinators, and sometimes they're not even coordinators, are made head coaches, right? That seems to be the pipeline. And when it's a black offensive coordinator, there seems to be a kind of disbelief that they're actually calling the plays or even designing. Like, it's really the head coach, right? And so on top of everything you just said, Hugh Jackson here hires a white offensive coordinator at an HBCU, but not just any white offensive coordinator, a dude who lost his job because he didn't. It's like, what?
Absolutely.
Here's Doug Williams to ESPN's John Keim. Quote, "It certainly put me in a tough situation being a supporter of Grambling football. I don't know Art Briles, but it doesn't sit well with me. I'm having a problem with it because other schools would not bite on it. Then he's coming to a black school like we'll take him in. I have a problem with it, a major problem with it. I can't support it, that's for sure. That hurt me right to my core there. I know," here it is, "I know the late coach Eddie Robinson is turning over right now."
And I said that exact, almost to a T, on our call. And I didn't even go to Grambling. I said that Doug Williams and Coach Eddie Robinson have got to be just screaming at the top of their lungs, because you got to be tone deaf in these situations. We get on Urban Meyer when he was hired by the Jacksonville Jaguars, hiring the coach from Iowa because of his history. Just because time has passed, so to speak, we're supposed to forget what Art Briles did at Baylor. We're supposed to just ignore that and act as though, oh, okay, time has passed. Everybody deserves a second chance. All wounds will get healed. No, it does not work like that. That is not the way the world works, man. Especially, Max, in these situations. Doug Williams is not supporting his program. This should be a wake-up call to Hugh Jackson. Like, it should be a wake-up call. This is probably, in my estimate, in my eyes, the most famous Grambling football player that comes to mind.